I am tonight announcing my candidacy for President of the United States.
That's the thing that people keep pushing back on. They don't want to go into a whole nother storm of hate.
I actually saw people trying to leave and people leaving early even before he was done. He's still speaking now.
We are a nation in decline. We are a failing nation. We call it the China virus. Some people call it other things.
He started with the China virus. He started with, poking names at DeSantis. We've heard that, and people are tired of it.
Angela. Remember Angela? Do you remember Angela? Nobody's remembering her now.
I'm sure you're very supportive of your father-in-law, but those of us on the outside looking at it, it didn't seem that he got the old magic. You know what I mean?
We built the wall. We completed the wall. In the caravans. I love the name. I came up with it. I love the name. The caravans. A word that I refuse to say. Nuclear. I say, why didn't you raid Bush's place? Why didn't you raid Clinton?
They actually started preventing people from leaving.
I'm not going to use the term fake news media.
The New York Post said at the bottom of the page, Florida man makes announcement.
I had to fold it over so you can see it. It says, Florida man makes announcement. And then, perhaps worst of all, see page 26.
Ivanka Trump yesterday says she's bowing out of politics just after her father's announcement.
Right. Look at how time flies. Look how fast it's all going.
But look, as I've always said, and you know this from watching the Midas Touch Network, I'm not a Democrat because I love the donkey logo or I have some specific affinity to the Democratic political party, though it's what the Democrats stand for. While I disagree with a lot of the things or some things that the Democrats do, I agree with some, I disagree with some. I know I have competent adult leadership that is trying to solve problems, that are addressing the problems and are addressing the issues. They're not talking about what the MAGA Republicans are and spreading weird QAnon conspiracy and talking about Mr. Potato Head this and the green M&M's legs and Disney being woke or not woke, just absurd things that have nothing to do with what American people are going through. Like, Democrats are talking about healthcare. Democrats are talking about education. Democrats are talking about real freedom, a woman's freedom over her body. Democrats are talking about infrastructure. Democrats are talking about jobs and bringing manufacturing jobs abroad right here in the United States. Democrats are not just talking about a living wage, while Republicans are talking about how do we keep the minimum wage as minimum as can be. Like, who the hell supports that? Democrats are talking about how can we give people wages with dignity and improve working conditions and improve unions to protect workers and actually treat hard-working Americans the way they deserve. None of this Republican trickle-down economic stuff. I mean, just think about what the Republicans even stand for. I mean, the whole idea, if they stand for anything, this idea of let's give billionaires and decamillionaires even more benefits than they already have because they have a few yachts and a few mansions. Well, great, if you can get that, fantastic. But no, the MAGA Republicans, they need more yachts. They need more mega mansions. They need more private jets. And maybe we'll just trickle down just some of it to the people. And that's never actually worked before. Democrats are saying, how can we actually help the workers? How do we focus on them? And then what do the Republicans do anytime there is relief or benefits that Democrats try to give to everyday Americans? Boom, Federalist Society, get into action. Let the Federalist Society file all these lawsuits everywhere because God forbid an American gets a benefit, a hardworking American gets a benefit that they deserve. And by the way, while the Republicans fight for the billionaires and fist bump each other when they try to take away the health care of our veterans, like, are you kidding me here? When I see that Trump video that we made here at the Midas Touch Network, I just think of how dangerous, how weird, how deranged that whole political cult is. Not even a political party. I truly do long for the day. I hope it happens, but I don't have any hope given Kevin McCarthy and all of these people. Like, I'd love to have normal political debates and normal discussions, but fundamentally we have to agree that this is a democracy. Fundamentally, we have to agree to treat human beings with compassion. Fundamentally, we have to agree that Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un are not our friend. Fundamentally, we have to agree that when we watch a video like that of Donald Trump, that we condemn it and call it out. It is staring us in the face that is fascism. That is a 3-alarm siren right there. That is something that we all need to call out and condemn and not equivocate in any way. And that's why, by and large, this midterms was a repudiation of MAGA weirdness, MAGA extremism, the QAnon stuff. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like the Republicans are learning their lesson.